Hello everyone. In this tutorial video, we are going to see how to use the FiLMiC Pro app for Android devices. By using this app, one can shoot a professional video from any modern smartphones. By dragging the square reticle, you can set your autofocus in your desired area. And by dragging the circular reticle, you can set the exposure or control the shadows. You can also lock the focus and exposure by tapping on the reticles once if you want them to change automatically. To set automatic white balance during shoot, tap on the imaging button on the bottom left corner of the screen and then tap on the AWB option. And if you want to lock the values, tap it once again. To exit from this menu, tap outside. The focus and exposure can also be controlled manually. Tap and hold on the square reticle to open the focus and zoom manual sliders. You can then utilize the sliders to set your desired focus and zoom. There is also a zoom rocker in the side of the display to easily zoom out and zoom in. Color seen in the zoom rocker indicates the video quality. To open the manual exposure slider, tap and hold on the circular reticle. Drag the slider to set your desired exposure. You can also change the exposure by locking the ISO and the shutter speed individually. Tap on the record button on the bottom right to start and stop recording. In the lower mid, we can see the timecode medallion, the battery and storage status, frame rate resolution, and the soundbar. Once the video is shot, tap on the play button to open the FiLMiC Pro library where you can find your recorded files. Tap on the settings button to explore more options like resolution, frame rate, audio, presets, and the option to use the back or the front camera. You can set each of their values as desired. In the preset option, you can save your customized values. You can also reset to default settings if you want to. You can also set the white balance manually. By moving the dot in the temperature panel, you can also use the white balance presets which are tungsten, daylight, cloudy, and fluorescent. The A icon at the bottom left of the screen is for live analytical mode. In the zebra stripe exposure overlay, blue indicates for underexposed areas and red indicates for overexposed areas. The second option is clipping overlay for checking your data loss. Blue indicates for underexposed areas and red indicates for overexposed areas. The third option is false color overlay where the green color indicates the right amount of exposure. The last option is for focus picking. This tool is used to achieve razor sharp focus. There are 3 points in the manual focus slider. The middle one is the actual focus point, The upper one is the outer end and the lower one is the inner end. For a cinematic fill, we can set our focus points for a particular shot. We can also control the focus speed by moving the speed controller in the right. By dragging the white slider in the lower mid, one can also control the audio level. It should never exceed to red. For recording audios, one can use either the camera microphone or an external microphone. By tapping on the imaging option, you will find tone panel from where you can select the log option to get a higher dynamic range. Shooting in this mode will give you advantage while post-processing. Tap reset to go back to your default settings. The FiLMiC Pro app also supports external devices which one can enable in the hardware options inside settings. That was all for my FiLMiC Pro tutorial. I hope it was helpful.